What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're taking a look at Rainbow Six Extraction running on the RTX 3080 tier from GeForce. Now, this will be at 1440p 120, so let's take a look at the settings as we go over here. Of course, I have all my accounts linked up ready to go. I won't have to sign in. Auto on my server. Maxed out on my bitrate, 1440p resolution, 120 FPS with adaptive VSync turned on for the app. Now we'll go ahead and launch into the game here, and you'll notice the Ubisoft launcher bar at the bottom left. That's just a bug that I've never ran into before, but the team at GeForce now is aware and working on this, and it appears to be mostly through the Ubisoft Connect subscription when you're playing through that. So if you're having that issue, they are working on it. In our settings, we are 1440p. Don't worry about the 60 Hz refresh rate. That's just picking up the virtual monitor. You're still going to game at 120 and stream at 120 or higher in the game. We are ultra on our preset for everything. I didn't really make any changes, and the DLSS is turned off for now, but we are going to turn that on to quality here in just a little bit. So as we go into the benchmark while continuing to leave DLSS off, I'll pull up our stream statistics over on the right. Control N on PC if you ever want to bring that up and take a look, and you'll see I'll have a pretty decent ping here. My latency always feels really good, especially with this 1440p 120 option. And 120 FPS just makes such a huge difference when it comes to your input latency. Also available bandwidth, used bandwidth. Everything stays pretty good here for me. As far as motion, it's extremely good here locally. It looks very smooth, but it's so hard to show you guys that because it's recorded at 60 FPS and of course played at 60 FPS on YouTube. So there's no way to show you how good and how smooth the stream really is here, but it's fantastic. Now fast forwarding through the benchmark, you can see here what our results are. Pretty good usage on our GPU and so forth here. Now what I'm seeing on the FPS with a minimum 92 and a max 173 is I wish this game had an FPS lock option. I couldn't find one. I would definitely want to lock this game to 120 FPS, give it a little bit of overhead and get an even smoother experience since we are streaming 120, but I couldn't find an FPS lock option anywhere other than VSync, which would have been 60, so we're going to have to go unlocked. Now even at that, there's areas of the game, even with the 3080, ultra everything, that you could dip below the 120, so we are going to turn DLSS on here in just a minute. Again, latency, aiming, moving around, the smoothness of the stream, quality of the game, fantastic here on the RTX 3080 from GFN, and I didn't have any problems playing through here. Now this is my first go with Extraction, so I am learning the game. Hopefully by the time I get done all the test videos we'll be doing here on the channel, I actually have a pretty good hang of it. Now let's go ahead and turn DLSS onto quality. Now I would actually recommend balanced with a 120 cap like I said, but since we can't really do that, I'm just going to go with quality here. You'll see we won't dip as much as I stay in this same area that we've been playing here on the steps, and even when I go back up where we had dipped down to about 90, 91 earlier, we won't dip as far here. So if you go to balanced, you could even go higher, but again with a 120 FPS stream, there's really only so high that you're going to need to take it. Alright guys, I got a little bit more gameplay here for you to check out if you want, and again, Extraction's running great on the RTX 3080. We'll get that bug straightened out with the little launcher down there on the bottom left, and no complaints here. I think I'll really be enjoying Extraction on GeForce now with the RTX 3080 tier. Alright guys, thanks a lot for coming and check out the video as always. I'll see you in the next one.
HB7 is searching! I'm reloading! I'm on station here.
Get a sample from the source. Yes, our React scientists can work with this.
Taking care of squad mate.
Exfil our casualty. Bring them to the extraction pod. Get our casualty in the extraction pod.
Down my squad.
When your rescue regains consciousness, we'll let them know who brought them home.